So now we're looking forward to try with more resorts and more clubs. In fact, Pune we have got about 8 to 10 health and fitness centers and franchise properties. So, my dear friends, simple thing. If you would like to go to the health club which is closer to your house, and that's where the country club steps in to help you people to just experience the country club experience, and then the company pays for it. So this has been an extremely successful model because most of the fitness centers or resorts are never full. They are about 40% or 50%. Maybe we can add more value to it and make sure that the member gets to use the health club at hardly any cost. So they pay only at country club, they pay only once, and then afterwards the country club takes care. We have a beautiful AMG department who are always proactive, and also we celebrate birthday celebrations of all the members. Like your ex is a member, we call up ex's wife and ask them to come to the country club, where Usha Uttup made a special song for the members, and that song is there and with all the memories of the country club. So it's, you understand that this is a very, very personal equation what they have with the country club, a sentimental equation. All this, they come with their entire family. So it is a location what we have created. It is a memory what we have created. If you ask me in one word what is country club? Country club is a never-ending, bottomless pit of joy and fun and excitement and family bonding. Not many hotels or clubs do that, but we are taking the pioneering effort of involving the members in our growth. The members are a part and parcel, and media has been quite supportive. I'm so happy to see so many young media people and share all our experiences. Last 2 years of COVID, almost we are having about 5,000 people working for us and paid their salaries. And the day the COVID came and hit the entire world, I decided to become zero debt because it was hanging in my mind. I met all the chairmen of all the banks and settled all the accounts and closed the account, and we became zero debt after paying 600 crores to the banks.
And you are the brand ambassador of your company, and we have also seen people like Mr.Y.Rajeev who've been a metaverse brand manager. So, how can you speak about that? How do you compare it?
Absolutely. Actually, there is no reason to compare it, but since you asked that question, I'm just telling you. Mr. Vijay, I appreciate him for his creating the Kingfisher brand. In fact, I used to love that brand. I used to love his airline business. But then, you can't compare in the sense, I started my journey on a motorcycle with 4 lakhs borrowed capital. Whereas Vijay Mallya had inherited his empire from his father. So that legacy which Vittal Mallya created, Vijay Mallya enjoyed that. And of course, as a brand ambassador, I do a lot of stunts like skydiving, scuba diving, and whitewater rafting. So I do all these things myself. I don't employ an actor or anybody to do that. So, yeah.
And when we're talking about franchising, what is the kind of conditions that you have? If somebody, say, for example, they have a resort or hotel, they join you, is there a particular level, like it's a 3-star or 5-star? Do you have any other terms and conditions?
No, we are very, very friendly and we'll make sure that, all our members who visit the place are also taken care. And we only give it to responsible people. We don't just left, right, and we don't give. We experience the resort before we sign them into a franchising. There's a new mode.
So you have a vetting process in place for us. And there's one last question which I want to ask you. You were talking about country club being the Disneyland of the East. Why do you say that? Can you elaborate a little more on that?
Yeah, I mean, when I was, I showed you the picture of Disneyland, and it was fun. I have taken my kids there when they were young, and it was really a fun trip. And maybe that inspired me. I'm basically a happy guy. I like to meet with people of positive mindset. And your mindset is everything, especially in this business. You have to be in a positive state of mind all the time. Maybe Walt Disney inspired me because you find hundreds and thousands of people there coming. Now, India or maybe country club can be compared as Walt Disney of the East. Because Walt Disney gives you a lot of happiness, so does country club. Our members, we celebrate throughout the year. Birthday celebrations, all the birthdays, anniversary celebrations, we do that. And so it is a very happy company actually. So a lot of people on the MGM scheme, member referral scheme, they are proud to introduce their friends and family. So my dear friends, I think it's a bundle of joy, the country club, for a lot of people. And we had Miricom, Sania Mirza, and Nikat Zareen, all the people associated with the country club. Even cricketers like Sachin was associated, Kapil Dev was associated, Sunny Bhai, that is Sunil Gavaskar was associated, Shika, Vishwanath was there. So, I mean, we are basically a part of the DNA of the country club is sports, because sports can give you the right attitude to win the game under any cost. So, it's a question of attitude. I really don't care how much money we make. We really are not interested. But I smile on members' face, and that is enough for keep us going.
Thank you so much, sir. I think this is going to be a very interesting concept and lots of Indians are going to sign up for it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, explain about the membership cost.
It costs about 2.25 lakhs, and with the air tickets for a couple, and 2 nights, 3 days stay at any of our properties in Thailand.
So why you chosen the Pattaya particularly?
Because I stayed there, and it was really breathtaking actually. The kind of tourism what they are attracting, I think India also should take a leap forward, and then they opened up visa on arrival. That is very important to tourism, and also they have a lot of tourists coming from across the world. India can also look at it from that perspective, because whatever said and done, India is the third fastest growing economy in the world. I remember one incident very, very distinctly. When I finished my BCom honors from your own place, Chennai, I took a ship called Chidambaram, and I went to Penang on ship. It took me 5 days. And that night, Mr. Hua, a Chinese gentleman, hosted a Chinese dinner for me, along with my uncle, who was the Director General Minister of Manpower in Kuala Lumpur. He had come to pick me up at the seaport in Penang. And he had ordered a lot of Chinese food, and I was not able to eat. But then he made one statement: Mr. Reddy, please eat. We are Malaysia, we are not India. We have plenty of food. So India's global perception was that India is a hungry country. Indians don't have money, that we take money aid from US and all that. This I'm talking long many years back. Then recently, Economic Times had invited me to Kuala Lumpur on a global 50 global leaders in Kuala Lumpur. There I narrated this incident to the Prime Minister of Malaysia. And I told them, sir, this is exactly what these words are really hit my mind. And today, the day Mr. Modi ji had come on the screen, we were doing video conferencing. But he said, Mr. Reddy, let me tell you one thing. The way India is growing, no other country is growing so fast. It is really a blessing actually. Even yesterday I had to go to some wedding at Leela from ITC, where I am staying. It took me 1.5 hours in the night. It is really having the kind of growth, the kind of number of cars, the number of people, absolutely is an instinct of how to, the parameters are how to judge the tourism industry. So many cars, so many vehicles, and it's all packed, and nice having this kind of situation, you can judge yourself what are the requirements of the people.
I had a question actually. I saw that you have about 25 locations coming up in the Northeast.
Yeah.
And I think that's brilliant because nobody has yet tapped into, the kind of tourism that you can have, especially when it comes to animals, wildlife, even the weather. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, wildlife is very, very close to my heart, I told you already. And if there is a picture of, we can show wildlife. The wildlife, I entered it during the Virapan era. And after, of course, scouting all the properties in Africa and Masai Mara, and we came out with such a global concept, and entire structures are built according to global standards. And more than that, Madhya is blessed with more than 10,000 tigers. And preserve the tiger, preserve the wildlife. We play it in all our clubs. Make sure that they respect the animals, humans and the animals God created to coexist. We should not make the mistake of wiping out the animals.
I'm a Canadian living in Chennai only for my dogs. I had 55 of them rescued, so I completely agree with you there. It's amazing.
Thank you.
But I wanted to ask you about the Northeast specifically. What are your plans?
We are fully going to the Northeast because Sikkim government also is in touch with us and senior people. And I'm sure once we go into that, we are going to go all the way out to Kashmir also. So there are so many opportunities. 6 sisters are there, and it is untapped. It's an opportunity, and the government also should take initiatives to promote these places. Like tourism should be also one of the top earning GDP in our country. We can do it if we apply our mind. In a nation of 130 crores, I'm sure even if 1% or 2% people get people inside the country also. It's a big, huge target, but then so many people want to travel to India. We have not shown them the real India actually. The real India I was seeing, I felt that this kind of situation should have been shown to students at 4th class level or 5th class level or 6th class level. In our own country, we have to first see how tourism is being promoted, what are the negative points of tourism, and the positive things I told you. We have to be very flexible in giving visas, and the tourism government should also help in cooperating. And it's a moral responsibility. And talking about dogs, we have a special entry only for dogs in our clubs. And I find that, like my own nephew who married into Alaska, from Alaska, he was stopped for 2 days before boarding the flight from New York because there are a lot of restrictions to get the dogs there. You must be finding it difficult for you to move. So, they treat them more like a family actually. And continue to encourage that. We have our own places, spots for pets. Mostly they are Pomeranians and visit to Thailand, to Bangkok, to Pattaya. I was inspired to start this card immediately because I have seen so many Indians there and so many Asians there. So I'm sure I think it will be a big, huge gift to the members of the country club. Also an opportunity for non-members to become members because in 2,25,000 card we are giving up and down fare and most of the cities wherever country club is there like Delhi, Calcutta, Bombay, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, all these places are having direct flights to Pattaya. Just 3 hours. Just sitting in the flight going there to Pattaya is just about 3 hours. It's just like traveling within India. So that is the first step what we are taking. Maybe after 3 months or 4 months, I may come up with more countries actually. So the idea is to spread into different countries in Asia first, and also we are looking at prospects in the Western markets also. But this is just a beginning of this year, and well, if you ask me whether I'm excited, I'm very much excited. The kind of crowd what Thailand attracts, what is really amazing. It is the people's energy, it gives you a different outlook. So I'm sure Chalo Pattaya is going to be a huge hit and members make use of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.